Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you my dents. So basically we're just gonna go through a couple of products that I can see some visible progress on and visible use from, just as a little reminder of how long it takes to use up beauty products, especially with all the great sales that are going on right now, but also just kind of taking a moment to appreciate making progress and enjoying the makeup that we do have. This will not just be makeup. I'm also going to have some skincare, body care, and some nail care even. So this video is inspired by Lauren May Beauty. She did a video like this recently, just showing the progress in some of her beauty products. And I thought it was a great idea, especially if you are in the Project Pan community, in the panning community, and you haven't hit pan in a while. It can be a great moment to encourage yourself in that you are making progress by just looking through your products and looking for your dents, looking for those windows, looking for those signs of usage. If this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Jo and this is Shimmers and Pans, my sparkly corner of the internet where I'm sharing all the things beauty that bring me joy. So let's go through the products because there's a little bit of strange mixing here. Okay, so let's start with body care. And here is the first body care product that I'm gonna show you. Hopefully you can see that clearly. This is the Way Scalp and Body Scrub. It's a pretty big jar, and I guess you can see that I'm almost 3/4 of the way through it. Most of the time I use it as a body scrub. I've used it as a scalp scrub before, but I don't use it as often. I prefer scalp scrubs that are like a little tingly, like a little minty, kind of like the Briogeo charcoal scalp scrub, which is the one that I'm using right now. So I use this one kind of as a body polish, as a body scrub. I got it in a subscription box, I want to say last summer, and this is as much as I've used. I really enjoy Way. I think it's one of the few brands that does for all hair types really, really well. But this one is not my favorite, at least not as a body scrub. It really leaves the skin soft, but it's not as scrubby as I would love other products to be. So I wouldn't purchase it as a scrub again. But again, you can see that it's a really, really big jar. Thankfully, I have long legs, so doing a body scrub, it takes a fair bit of product. So I'm really encouraged by the fact that I've used so much of it. I don't know how long it's gonna take me to finish it, but yeah, this is like a big dent. Very happy about this one. Next, we're gonna look at my Josie Maran, I'm not sure how to pronounce her last name, Whipped Argan Oil Body Butter. I think I got those two actually in the same subscription box. And here's my usage as of now. It's really hard to see because it moves around, and it's all kind of on the sides, and sometimes it comes into like the top of the bottle. But a great body cream, a great product that really hydrates the skin. This has been really great for me in the wintertime when the air is a little bit extra dry, and also right now and in the past year or so, since I've been doing laser hair removal on my legs, it really helps to keep my legs from getting too sensitive after the treatments, especially if I'm outside. This is a really nice product and you don't really need a lot, so this jar has lasted me a really long time. And then we're gonna go with this product, which is the Green Goo Foot Care Oil, Lotion, Balm. I think this is a balm. This is a balm. And here's how much I've used. As you can see, just a little bit more than half. I don't do pedicures super often, if I'm honest. Like, my feet don't really get that rough or anything, and I keep my toenails really short, so I don't do pedicures very often. But this, what I do with it is that I put it on before going to bed, and then I wear socks to bed, and it helps keep my feet and my heels really soft, keep them from flaking, keep them from like cracking or anything like that. So I don't do this every night. I will maybe do it like once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks. I do it if I remember. It's in my nightstand, but it is a really nice way to kind of keep your feet soft. I don't recommend wearing this like out and about because it's pretty greasy and you'll slip, but it is really nice kind of as an overnight foot treatment. Then let's go with two nail care products. I'm not sure if this will be visible, but these are two Olive and June shades. I think you can see it there. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can see it. You can see that on this peachy color, I've used like almost half of the bottle. And on this lilac color, I've used maybe a fifth or a sixth of the bottle. It's very rare for me to show progress on a nail polish because I've been a chronic nail biter since I was 5 years old. So if I have used this much of a nail polish, it's because I'm doing a really good job at keeping my nails nice. I bought the starter mani-pedi set from Olive and June 2 years ago when I moved to the Middle East, and it's been really, really great at learning how to paint my nails, learning how to kind of do my nails at home and keep myself from biting or pulling hangnails or anything like that. So especially this one, this dent, this means a lot to me. This means a lot to me. This means that I've been on a really, really good streak of not biting my nails, which is to me awesome. Then let's go into my mini Laneige lip sleeping mask. This is the gummy bear flavor, and a little hard to see, but it's pretty far down there. The minis for these are really generous. I mean, this came in a set with a mini and a full size. I bought this last year in the fall savings event from Sephora, if I remember correctly, maybe earlier. But I still haven't gone to the full size because I'm using the mini, and I use this every night. This is super, super generous, but I have used quite a bit of it. I'm new to lip treatment masks. Like I only started doing that like last year or maybe a year and a half ago. So nice progress on that one. And it's also a good example of sometimes the mini is enough product. What next? Let's go with this concealer. This is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, satin finish. This is a shade Tan Sand. Hard to see, but I think that this is a pretty clear window where you can see that I've used about 2/3 of the product, maybe. I was trying to be like really, oh, let's use up every single bit of it and like take what's staying like over here in this part, but turns out that that's really dry, so no, I shouldn't use it. But a lot of progress on this. It's a really like big size of concealer, and this has really high coverage, so you don't really need a lot. But it's my most used concealer at the moment. I'm hoping I can finish it up soon because I have other concealers. Then we also have this liquid highlighter. This is from the Beauty Crop, and this is their Glow Milk with coconut oil, illuminating milk for face and body. This is, I mean, the way I see it, it's a rose gold highlighter, and that's how I use it. A little hard to see in this light, but I've used about up to here. So again, about 2/3 of the bottle, and you need very little for this to like work as a highlighter. It can be really nice and subtle and really blinding, but I love rose gold highlighters. I've been using that one for a couple years now. I would love to finish it up because I have other rose gold highlighters, and here's a powder one. This is my e.l.f. Glow Gleam Beam palette, and as you can see, there's a big portion of the pan embossing over here in the middle that is no longer there. So I feel like this is a really nice dent. It shows how much I've used this highlighter. I really like it. I will usually use the Beauty Crop one and then top it with this to kind of set it. But yeah, it's a really nice rose gold highlighter, probably one of the best ones from e.l.f. I should check if they sell this as a single. I wish they did. If they did, I would buy it because this one is a really nice highlighter. I'm just gonna move it a little bit so that you can hopefully see the dent. But yeah, like in the middle, you can see that the pan embossing, which is kind of like, has these zigzaggy lines. Like you can see that the pan embossing in the middle is like erasing. Then we have this Stila Convertible Color Compact in Magnolia. This is supposed to be a lip and cheek color. Absolutely not. This is just for the cheeks. Lips, don't do this to yourself. And this is how much that I've used. I hit pan on it. I thought that this pan was a lot bigger than it is. I've been using this fairly recently. I hit pan in late October, something like that. But It was a color that I thought wasn't really gonna work well for me, and in the end, I've gotten really good use of it. It was one of my first experiences with cream blush, so I'm very happy to see that I've made loads of progress in it. Then we have this Fresh Sugar Lip Polish. It's just a lip scrub. I probably should have used it today, if I'm honest. And again, you can see that I've made some progress using it. It's usually like up to the second line up here. So maybe not the biggest dent in the world, but that's because I don't scrub my lips very often. I just do it when there are actual pieces there that need to be removed gently instead of, you know, me picking at them. So I use that one when I want to polish my lips, when I want to smooth my lips down, maybe once every month, once every 2 weeks. It depends on the state of my lips. But I love Fresh. I love their lip products, and it's a nice lip scrub to do. It's not too terribly abrasive on the lips. Then we have my mini Hollywood Flawless filter from Charlotte Tilbury, shade 4.5 medium. As you can see, you can see some window here and kind of all across that length. I don't really know how much or how little there is in this bottle. I will scrape it until the end of time because I love this product. I'm actually wearing the deeper shade today as a primer. And I think that minis for a product like this make a lot more sense than buying the full size, because minis you can get different shades and you will use up the mini, especially if you're like me and use it like a primer. But the big bottle, dude, I don't know anyone who's finished a large Hollywood Flawless filter. I don't know a single being in the face of Earth that has finished that. So yeah, I use a primer. So even with this, like, this is a fair bit of use. So let's go into the primers. So 2 primers, you may have seen these, you may remember these from my complexion video in my makeup collection. Marc Jacobs Undercover Primer in Blurfection. This has coconut oil in it, and then the Ulla Henriksen Banana Bright Face Primer. So they're finally losing some of the air. As you can see, like, the air is finally starting to come out of them so that you can see that there is some use here. This one is starting to give me like flat air when I try to push product out, and then I have to like keep pushing to get product out. So I'm hoping that this will be done in a few months, maybe sooner. But yeah, it's nice to see finally that the tube is flattening down. Same thing with this one, the tube is flattening down. So yeah, progress. What else? Benefit Foolproof Brow Powder, one of the oldest products in my collection. Maybe year 5 in October of this year, something like that. As you can see, 2 very large pans. Eventually, if I get to a point where there's none of that end shade, then I'll just get rid of the whole product. What should I do? Should I get rid of it on when I finish like the end of the brow shade, or should I get rid of it when I've had it for 5 years in the fall? Tell me in the comments. What should I do? I know that for some people, like, having a makeup product for this long is incredibly gross, but it works just fine. I've never had a reaction. So yeah, that's when I discard my makeup products. When I get a reaction, when they break me out, when they start smelling, when the color payoff is not the same. That one still works, so it's still here. What else we got? Cheek palette, Zoeva Premier cheek palette. This was from a limited edition collection, but if you look close-ish, you can see a bit of a dent in this purpley shade called Fame and Fortune. Hard to see, but yeah, it is there, I promise. If you look at it a little bit more closely, yeah, there it is. You can see that there's a little bit of a dip there. I never use this golden shade. I don't know if I can ever use it. And then this red, you can't see the usage as much, but I have used it quite a bit. Also one of my oldest items in my makeup collection. I got it in the fall of 2020 or so. Still great pigmentation, so I use it from time to time. Let's go with 2 little fragrances then. No, let's go with the last 2 cheek products, or at least the last 2 blushes. Nude Sticks Intense Matte Lip and Cheek Pencil in Belle. So as you can see, I've used quite a bit of this. I'm maybe like halfway through. It's a matte pink blush. I don't know that I can say a whole lot about it, but it is a really nice color. It does work on the lips, like unlike that Stila thing, like you can truly use this for lip and cheek, and the majority of Nude Sticks products are like that. It's kind of gross. I'm not great at keeping it clean. Very often I'll take this as my pink when I travel, and I'm gonna be traveling next week, so this is the pink that I'm probably gonna take as a cream pink. Then we have this Sephora Flush Blush, which I always do the other way, in Coral Sunrise. Hard to see, but again, the air is starting to come out and the tube is starting to get a little flat. You don't need a lot with this product. I mean, the texture is, I don't love the texture, but my intention is to finish it up. If you could see in a different light, I just can't show you here, you would see that like this top part is empty. NARS Laguna Cream Bronzer in Laguna 03. Can you tell? You can tell maybe on that angle that, yeah, there's a little dip that is starting there. I use this fairly often. I think you can see the dent a little bit there. I use this fairly often. I usually rotate it with my Charlotte Tilbury. You don't need a lot because it's very pigmented, but I bought it in the fall. I've used it a whole bunch. Then we have my Estee Lauder Double Wear, which I moved around because I was moving my items to the location where I record, but truly, once it like goes back down, it would go right down to the double wear lettering. Like that's how far down it really is. You can kind of see here. And then last but not least, we have two small perfume sizes. One is the Clean Classic in Flower Fresh, and then the other one is Creatively Shanghai from the Zara by Joe Loves collab from last summer. So this one, as you can see, I only have like the tiny bottom. I'm actually wearing this today because it's a really nice light floral smell when you just want to smell nice. I bought the Discovery set last summer, and this is maybe like the second or the third one of these minis that I finished. And then Creatively Shanghai is a very citrusy smell. Sometimes I layer these two together just so I can get like floral with a little splash of citrus. And as you can see, I'm about halfway done with this. I think this is the last one of these little tubes that I got, because I got a bunch of different scents from that collab. And I think the other ones that I have are like the gel that comes in like that squeezy tube, and that's it. Okay, so these are the products that I chose for today's Show Me Your Dents. I look forward to doing another Show Me Your Dents in the future, maybe in a couple of months, maybe at the end of the summer. But let me know in the comments which products are you seeing more progress on right now. And if you have a video like this, feel free to let me know in the comments as well, and I would love to check it out. Feel free to subscribe to this channel if you like this kind of content and find it helpful or entertaining, and give me a like if you like this kind of video sharing the everydays of a makeup collection. I will see you on my next one. Have a great one.